Please tell us your transformating experience. Is there any ritual that you follow and any routine that helps you make this move? If there is no proper communication among the following members, it can lead to a trouble. Have relaxing sessions like meditation and all, because mental health is very important. Hello everyone and welcome back to HR Unscripted. And today again I am joined with Neha Singh. And today we are going to explore her real life stories and challenges faced by Neha, that how she managed being a mother and the working woman. So I think returning to work after maternity leave is, I think, deeply a very personal experience, and because every mother's journey is unique. And definitely we always often talk about the logistical changes that we did, but I think the emotional side is just as important to discuss. So today we are discussing all the roller coaster journey of Neha, that how she transformed her into a new mom. So since I think Neha is here, Neha, please tell us your transformating experience, that how did you felt about returning to work after maternity leave? Was there anything that surprised you about this transition? So thank you, Deepika, for having me and sharing my experience post my maternity and post being a mom. Right. So yeah, I would like to start with just being a mom, right? So I think after being a mom, it was a totally different experience, and because you have a lot of emotions going on inside, and it's been 6 months that you are just with your baby and just taking care of him, right? So yeah, it's I think I still remember, it's very emotional for and heart touching for me, just to whenever I just share this story with anyone. So it's totally a new different, it's a new life to me, right? Because now there is someone who is more precious than anything to me, right? Even myself, right? So when you spend 6 months whole soul with that new life, you are just involved in that only. So yeah, it's totally a different and new experience, and emotions are totally different at different level. And the happiness, yes, when you see your baby sleeping, cuddling, yeah, it's totally a different feeling. I can't explain in the words. Yeah, whenever I just share, I get emotional because now he's growing, and I still remember he was just a small baby in my hand when I get him for the first day. So yeah, and I was honest when my maternity was about to leave, so I was little stressed. Honestly, I was stressed how I'm gonna give 100%, whether I'm going to give 100% at my work, uh, how I will manage my work and my personal life, how I will take care of my baby. Am I a bad mom that I'm going to join after 6 months? That I'm selfish, that I'm just choosing my work, and yeah, so different emotion was going through in my mind. So I was not sure. I was having a discussion with my husband that take should I rejoin it after 6 months, or should I request my organization to extend my leaves. So but yes, uh, thanks to my husband, he's like a strong pillar for me in whole of this journey. Yeah, he supported me in and out, and I think if there is some personal support in town, right? I have my husband, right? He motivated me, and he pushes me to rejoin it back, right? Because being a mom, you are at a different emotional level, right? You don't want to leave your baby. You're not trusting someone else to handle those responsibility which you are doing from past 6 months, right? But he supported me. He made me understand, yes, you should do it. He encouraged me to join back work. because that is also he make me understand, because I think being a mom, my personal identity is very important for growing as a person, right? So yeah, I think he supported me.
I think at that time you need somebody to push you, right? Because the
I think that
emotion.
push is very important, right?
Yeah.
I must share this. Yes, that is very important, because I've seen honestly, truly, I've seen people, right,
Right.
who who take who take break after their maternity, after being a mom, right? So I'm very blessed, and now after after being like a 1.5 year, right? So I am very happy, right? Because I'm not I've not lost any my personal identity or my personal growth, right? So yes, that push is very important. So that's why my husband, I'm very lucky to have that husband, right? Because he can understand, right? He can understand because he's also working, right? He understand what is important for me being a person, right? Not just being a mother, right? He supported me in terms of taking care of baby, in taking care of my work things. So yeah, so that push is very important for each and everyone. I think other people can also correlate who have gone through this phase, that what this push or encouragement helps you in joining back after this long period of 6 months back to me.
True, true. I think everybody require that push, right? But I think Neha, one challenge is also for you will be that shifting between the homes and office too. Because let's talk about you decided to come back right after 6 months, and there are a lot of new moms that you challenged. They challenged it with that. No, let me take a longer break because right now my baby is very small. I cannot manage, right? So how do you mentally transition yourself from being a mom to being a professional? Like when you start your work day, is there any ritual that you follow and any routine that helps you make this like switch very?
Yeah, so one thing, so before starting work, they I was like there were a lot of things going in my mind, as my baby was totally on the breastfeed, he was not on bottle feed, right? Formula milk. So if my baby is crying, so we have just started like in 6 months we just start solid, right? Just purees and all, na? So I need to make sure that I need to be there when he's hungry, right? Because I am there to feed, right? He's not on board formula feed. So there were a lot of things which was going in my head, how I will manage things, how I should plan all those things. So I thought let's start, right? Let's see how things goes, right? So I still remember 2nd August was my first day.
Yes.
Right. First, my welcome was very. I was surprised with my welcome. So again, thanks to the work culture of Nirogam, how they have implemented the policies and everything. So the customized policy, I must say, right? So being a new mom, I was having a half day, right? The HR supported me through their wonderful policies, right? For the new moms, they come upon and help us with the half day policy, right? So initially it was just, and I think uh, like the these sort of policies plays a very important role in work life balance and as well as personal life. I still remember I was not forced to do whole tasks, take over everything on the day one, or maybe I think on for a month at least. So no one have pushed me that yes, now you are back after 6 months, or I have not seen that attitude that you are in 6 months leave, now you have to come back, now you need to give whole soul in your work. No, that was nothing. So The policies were so amazing that I was having a shift schedule, a different schedule. I can modify my shift according to my baby's schedule. I can take mid breaks. So yes, that is the one thing which every mother loves, right? So being an as a corporate person, so I am very happy, and I share with my friends and family who are working, so that I am having such a wonderful policy at my organization at Nirogam. And thanks to you and everyone whosoever plays a very important role in making those policies that um like that helped me out in my whole journey after rejoining after maternity leave. So yes, so like suppose I've taken the break also in between. I can break my shift right when I need to feed my baby. So and then everything was very supportive. I was not. I was taking over my task one by one, not wholesomely. So there were people who were still handling those tasks for 6 months. So I started handling one task, two tasks, and three tasks. So this is how I started my work, and I felt very ease. So all of fear in my mind that just vanished like a click. So yeah, that was the one thing, and the best part was like the how you guys welcome me, right? Nirogam welcomed me, right? Being a cute video and the cute pictures of my baby. So yes, that was very overwhelming. So I all of my fear of uh, like uh, like that I am going to juggle between my work and my baby. So that went up. So yes, so I think the policies, HR policies for employees or being a new mother plays a very important role in any for any every employee, right? Who is struggling with this situation or who is in this situation. Yeah.
So Neha, like you also talked about that at a time you have been not received like your whole bunch of tasks, right? One by one you have managed to take over all your tasks, right? But definitely that being a mother is very hectic. Definitely because for the certain time your baby need your 24 into 7 attention, right? And so can you please share that what are the ways that you found to maintain your productivity at work while also being present for your baby, right? Because any strategies or any hacks that's really you discovered, and so that this whole journey become very easy to balance out.
So as I've shared this thing previously also. Like see, because after joining work, I have to prepare a proper planning and scheduling, right, for my task, right, according to my baby's schedule, right. So if suppose his feed time is at 6 o'clock, so I need to make sure that I feed him at 6 o'clock, and now he's sleeping, and I start my work, and this is his sleep time, so I can work for that duration. And my if my family was very supportive in that. Suppose if he's happy in his playing, so there was my mother-in-law who was taking care of him. So yeah, so I think it's a combination of things which you need. One, the strategy part and the planning part, and the second is your policies, the time management things, the shift scheduling, and the third is your family. So these four pillars are very important for ones to manage each and everything, because for a new baby, this time or this phase is also new for him, because earlier for 6 months I was available 24 by 7 for him. Right now I have to take out his time to my work also. So yes, so that plays a very important role. You need to make sure that whatever you are planning, that is suiting your baby's schedule too. And like if he's playing, he's happy, so then you can do your work tasks. And it's suppose like if you know, because being with him for 6 months, you know in and out, right? When he cries, when he poops, when he needs anything, right? So so you need to plan each and everything around that schedule. So yes, that is very important for the work and the baby schedule to be matched.
And also, I think while creating those schedules that you have did, I think also again the communication play a key role over there. Like sharing
Yes.
your plan with your team, right? Like what are your
Yes.
schedules that I'll be working and available for my team at this hour, and this will be. So I think the communication that we did in our company, like on the base camp, we put out the boundaries that I'll be available from this to this, like that. So I think that is also one of the strategies that you have taken, and that's really helped you achieve this.
Yeah, that is also like because see that is whatever scheduling and I'm doing, that is for myself, right? For other team members, follow team members, or anyone on the organization, if they want to approach me, they want to discuss something related to working with me, I yes, that is very important that I make them come informed, right? Through maybe base camp, through communication, or there is a like separate section or department which we have created for the communication, that this is my work shift, I'm available from this duration to this duration, so that I can fix a meeting or anything they want to discuss with me during that time. So because see, if we are not going to communicate that clearly, so there will be a clash, right? They may be a confusion, there will may be a confusion in the time schedule, they approach me, I was not available during that time. So yeah, so this, if there is no proper communication among the follow team members, it can lead to a trouble, or maybe delaying the task, or any or achieving any task or goal. Yeah, so that plays a very important role in everything.
Yeah. So I think any challenges, like we talked about communication and all the planning. So any challenges that you have faced during those, like coming in initially 1 month, let's say, what are your most challenges that you have? Someone anything
Mm,
can
yeah,
highlight.
it's. I will not say there was no challenge. There was challenge. There was challenges sometimes. Like suppose if there is some important meeting going on, right, and my baby is suddenly crying. So how things? So how how I will manage? How I'm going to manage those things. So yeah, I still remember there was one meeting going on with my colleague, and we were discussing something related to a project, or an account. So and my baby started like crying, and he wants to be with me only. He is not going to someone else, and so I think. I am very lucky, as I've mentioned in the previous videos and my previous episodes also. I am very thankful for the mother-friendly policies of HR, like what they have. I can like it's not like that I cannot keep my baby on my lap while I'm working, right? Because sometimes the opponent, the fellow team member or the employer thinks, like suppose if I'm keeping my baby on my lap and he's just in my hands, right, that I'm not working, I'm just doing filling up, right? But they have given me that space, right, that they have never questioned me, right, on my task, that I'm not giving my 100%, right? They have supported me. If suppose if there is some gap or something, they have supported me in filling up that gap in my work also. So yeah. So as I was sharing, my baby was crying. So I he was in my lap, and he was just sitting when I was working. And I know, and he was just watching, and he just calmed down, and he was just watching everyone, and he was just smiling. He like after seeing everyone. So I know it was like an awkward situation, but thanks to the people, and thanks to the person who was there in the meeting, she managed it, and I think that his presence, my baby's presence, doesn't affected our conversation. So
I think the one thing here plays a key role in managing all the challenges, the understanding of the team member, right? That
Yes.
how well your team understand you, how well your team members like trust you with the tasks and the projects that you are handling, right? Because I think the deadline can be missed and deadline can also be created, but one need to communicate and understand the things thoroughly. Great.
Yeah.
So, Neha, I would also like to now, like, there are a lot of things, right? Those who come from the maternity leave, they are piled up with lot of tasks, and as you said that our team help you out in managing those things. So, being in other organizations, as we do have our customized policy that really helping, right, our employees. But what advice that you will give to the other organization? So, when for the returning mom, right, when they are coming back to the office, what are the things that they should be take care that so that a person who is joining is be very sensible about all the tasks and all the work that she will.
I think being a new mom, what a mom expects from their organization is like one, the emotional support. Like we have in our organization in Yoga, we have a platform, right? Moon Space, right? So I think that is very amazing facility what Niroga provides, because Moon Space there you can just have relaxing sessions like meditation and all, because that is also very important for having a good outcome through your task and work, right? If you are having a peace at your mind, then only mental health is very important, right? And that facility, and I think that is very important initiative what every organization should look into it, a good mental health program for a newborn. Or I think being a not being a new, everyone have their challenges going on, right? Mental health is very important for each and every one. One is this, and I think the second one is the flexible policies, right? Like in terms of flexible policies, like in terms of work schedule, right? You can schedule your tasks, your day shifts, or your everything within 24 hours, right? Anything you can break in your shifts. And also like policies we have like we have short offs, we have break-in policies, flexible leaves we have. So I think that is the two most important things which we need. Like one is the work-life presence and the mental health. Because I think being with a new baby, you never know when he needs you, when the baby needs you, because you, for a baby everything is new, right? He can be a sick, he can be anything. So I still remember one day I was working and he suddenly started vomiting. You remember I called you, and you were so supportive and understanding, and said just please apply and utilize this policy. We have this policy available for short. And I took a break of 2 hours and I straight away went to the hospital, show it my baby to the doctor. And after everything got settled, I joined it back my work shift, and yes, I started working. So I think this sort of flexibility is very important for being a new mom. So I maybe like people will feel that I am over appreciating my organization. By yes, I am truly thankful for having such a wonderful organization, like being a part of such a wonderful organization, for having such a amazing flexible policies and just taking care of us, like mental health programs and everything. And yes, these are very important for a being person, because see, mom is being a mom is totally a new transforming, fill in your old roles, but you now have to manage the new role also. So that is very important. So now you have a one more one more shoe. You need to wear one more shoe, right? So yeah, so it's very important for us.
I think definitely like these work policies and the flexibility. I think, and one thing that we are as an organization blessed with, that we can manage our tasks remotely, right? When we do have a catch up call, get-togethers, then only we are going to the office. So definitely that's also make. I think all the pointers that we have shared about the flexible schedules, the mental health program that we are offering, right, and the right customized policy according to the need of employees. That's really important. And also there is,
Yes.
and I think for all the new mom, not only for the organization, but you also have to communicate your problems, right? Like Neha, as we have customized our policy according to your needs, right, that we have discussed. So why we changed those? Because you communicated that, Deepika, I think we should do this. And I think that is where the open communication plays come in, right? Because I'm being in HR, I'm not the one who decide, because the benefits will not only benefit me but also the employer side. So we need to listen to our employee too, with that what my employee is saying. Let's give it a try. That can we do it? Can we not do it? If we not do it, what are the reasons? Let's openly communicate. So I think feedback is also helped us, right, in creating
Yes.
part of all the policies. Even I got to know a lot of things, Neha, from your journey, that how can I, because I'm not very prepared, right? Oh, I have to call Neha every day. No, it's not like that, right? In a process, when your employees is on leave, okay, let's have that regular check-in with employees. And you also taken one step, that sharing your picture with us, that today I think you have shared the picture of Davik Namkaran, right? The naming ceremony that you had, you shared your all the pictures, your wonderful experience. I think that's also one way to connect with your employer and all the team members. True. I
Yes.
think I think the journey is for both. You are also returning to the work, and we also need to manage, because you are not coming alone. You are coming with your baby, right? We have to create that setup, the culture that we are going to give it to you. What are the things that we should provide you to better support you? I think the support, the all the supports that are employed. And other side, if I see you, so you openly communicate that, Deepika, this is not working, might be for me, and can you please see that, can we have a discussion on that? And I think that's what also helped me and Niroga to think about all the policies that you might require. So my sincere like request to all the viewers that you are watching, I think the open communication really plays a key role. What do you say about it, Neha?
I think yes. I'm sorry, Deepika. I forgot to mention this thing earlier. Yes, the open communication plays a very important role. See, as you have mentioned, everything is new for everyone, for you, me, and everything. So, if I'm facing a challenge, yes, thanks to you being there to listen, right? When I used to trouble you, used to disturb you with my problems, that Deepika, I'm struggling with this, then you're coming with a solution. So, yes, because I think open up and the feedbacks are very important. Because if there is no feedback, there will be no change, right? Yeah, because if there is any policy or anything, any work or anything which you have implemented which is going on, right, and if you're not sharing any feedback how you're feeling about that process, so the person who have created will not understand what is, if there is any loophole, if they need to make a slight change, if there is okay, if the employees are happy, if the people, if it's okay or not, right? So yes, feedbacks are very important, right? If and for feedbacks you have to be open, right? You need to share and come up and share your things. So I think that is very important. That plays a very important role in like anything, be it motherhood, be it work tasks or anything, right? If you're not open with your problems, with your happiness, it will not going to be any conclusion, right? So suppose if I'm happy, right? If I'm not sharing with anyone, right? So no one will get to know I'm happy. And if I'm sad, if why I'm sad, if I'm not going to share it with you, being a like uh, because I think a relationship between an HR and employee is very important. If we are not open up to our HR, So something is problematic, right? Yeah. So I think it's a wonderful part that you always there to listen up and to understand our problem or situation and come up with a solution, right? Neha, can we do this for you, or this will work for you? So those things, yeah, that's very good.
I think that's where I think that's the role of an HR, like having a conversation, not
Yeah.
also not always having with no, you will get only this part, right? I think active listening is one of the role. Not only me, but you as an employee or as an organization, we need to always adhere. Okay, so I think we done our lot of serious talk now. I want my viewers to now get to the questions like how you are managing with my one-liner questions, and you have to choose an
Okay.
answer. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
So
Okay.
first thing that okay, so Neha, if your baby could give you a work advice, what do you think they would say?
Mama, you have to be punctual. Each and everything.
Okay. Now next question. What's the funniest thing that you have done to keep your baby entertained while on a work call?
I don't know about that. So there are many things. So one thing, I'll just making funny while doing work on a laptop and just singing like in funny voices. So he keep on dancing on those.
Great, great. So what's the most creative way you have multitasked as a mom and a professional?
So being a mom, I think I'm a multitasking person. So yes, beat everything, right? Work life, personal life, being a wife, being a mother, being a daughter-in-law, being a daughter. So yes, so all these tasks, being a sister-in-law. So yeah, there are many roles.
Okay. So now tell me, Neha, what's the strangest place in your room or in your home that you have hidden from your baby for a quick work break?
Quick.
Work break.
So honestly speaking, my is the place where I can hide myself for my work or for just a break.
Can you
So
please repeat the answer?
yes, my workroom is, yeah. So my workroom where I can hide myself if I need to work or need to take some break. Yeah.
Okay, next question to you, Neha. If your baby could join your team meeting, what role do you think they would take on?
If my baby will join the team meeting, right? A best entertainer. Because whenever he sits on my lap and see everyone, he started waving, he started greeting them and giving a flying kiss to each and everyone. You can correlate and remember.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so now as we are working remote, okay, so I'll ask about your desk. That what's the funniest baby item that you always keep into your desk?
What one thing I always keep on my desk,
Yes.
being work with a diary and a pencil and a water bottle.
Now you have to choose one from these, okay? So what do you prefer, morning meeting or a midnight feedings?
I prefer morning meetings.
So that you have to not be a midnight feeder. Okay, so
So I'm blessed. So just Koril, why I want to just give a short explanation for that, because my baby is so nice. He never disturbs me at night. He never expects me to feed him. He just go and sleep at 10 o'clock or maximum by 10:30, and he just woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm blessed for this.
what is your best cup? Is it a cup of coffee that you always carry, or it is a baby bottle that now you are carrying?
Oh, cup of coffee, because my baby don't for the bottle.
Okay. So now, what do you prefer? A good nap time, or you prefer screen time that lets me work when my baby is not around?
Nap time. Nap time. I really need a peaceful nap time.
So now, what most entertain you? Your baby giggles or your co-worker jokes?
Of course, it's a baby giggle.
Okay. Now the what do you prefer? Being a messy hair all day, or do you want to be all nighter for your work?
I want to have a messy. I prefer messy hair.
Okay. So now the last question to you is that which playlist do you prefer? Like, do you want to always listen to your baby lullabies or your work playlist that you have created for us?
I prefer my baby's thing.
Okay, now. So with that, Neha, thank you so much for answering all my questions, and I hope our viewers also get good insight with our conversations. So, and I think your like practical strategies and your stories are really very valuable for all our viewers that who are watching us today. And I think I request to all my viewers to share your experience. You are a new mom, or if you are expecting to be a new mom. So just please share your views. What are the policies that your companies are making for yourself? What are the ideas that you can give me also to improve my policies? I think Neha, anything that you would like to add on, please share your views on that.
Um, I just would like to thank you, Deepika, for giving me this opportunity and sharing my experience, right? My journey with you and with other people, right? Through this medium, I can share my experience on my journey and my emotions with them, right? So, hope my experience will help out anyone, anywhere, with maybe I will feel like blessed if it's little bit of valuable for them. So yes, so having thank you for having me and giving me this opportunity. Yeah, and I would like to just at last thank you for all the emotional support, well, like work support, and yes, most important, work from home policy. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much, Neha, again for coming and talking to us. So now thank you all for joining us on HR Unscripted and listening to us all our conversation. And we really hope that this conversation provided some meaningful perspective and the tips that you can manage it when you are returning from work or when you are going for the maternity leave. Until next time, here signing off your HR Unscripted. Take care and thank you.
Bye.